Hello everyone, today I'll be connecting my big problem to this module's look on cognitive learning theories. First reminder, my big problem will be focusing on social inclusion in our educational environments here in the US, and what that means when it comes to the Buffer Benner's ecological system theory, which is the framework of understanding the influence these systems have when it comes to social inclusion in this environment, especially when it focuses on the interactions between them. This will involve looking into the direct influences such as the students to their families, to their school systems such as peers, educators in these classrooms, connecting them, and also being able to look at the indirect influences such as communities, workplaces, up until we look at the societal context such as culture, economic, and more. We will also take the time to understand family structure, societal norms, as well as time, the influence of it. But when looking into the cognitivism learning theory and what that means to social inclusion, I want to be able to take the time on focusing on the students and how they learn from absorbing and processing new information through their prior knowledge and creating that framework of understanding. Now, the cognitive learning theory is the mental process of using knowledge, focusing on being able to process information and clearing it out from memory to problem solving and more. This is the active construction of learning and making those connections. Like behavioralism, though, I feel like the cognitive learning theory has the greatest opportunity applied within the microsystem due to these direct interactions to our main focus group being the students, and how this goes into their environment, such as, for example, constructing knowledge from a student being able to interact with their teacher during a lesson and how they take in that lesson themselves. To create a cognitive learning experience for the students when it comes to social inclusion, I feel like the best way always starts with providing a welcoming learning environment for these students to share their ideas, to provide their diverse perspectives, while also continuing on an active learning environment that can be incorporating a variety of learning materials for students to learn based on their needs, promoting social interactions, and continuing a line of communication. All this and still taking the time to see how it benefits the students and how they're able to take in that information and looking at the overview of the schemas behind it. Some examples in which we can do this and I have thought about will be like, for example, bringing in guest speakers to share their experiences and backgrounds for the students, creating engaging projects where it allows being able to work in group projects and so on, or being able to hold discussions on material zero learning such as book discussions. And yet there is so much more that can be done to continue on this active learning basis. While this is still kind of a broad look on the learning environment I would like to create when it comes to continuing on using the agenda of social inclusion, but being able to see my students progress the learning from it. If anyone has any specific ideas on how I should be looking at it, or if they have any advice on enhancing how to do so, I will be really appreciative if you guys reached out. Thank you.